Walk and Talk, WTF, with David and Nikhil. So your question on how has my investing philosophy changed? So I actually did quite a bit of research on this. I looked into my whole portfolio. I looked at what I was investing in, from individual stocks all the way to ETFs, mutual funds, retirement, target account, all the shebang. So when I was young, I think youthful exuberance always got me where I went for individual stocks. As much as you may have heard the wins, you've also heard some of the losses. I went with Sun Edison back in the day, lost quite a bit of money, at least quite a bit of money that felt like quite a bit of money at those times. But I learned from that, and I think my philosophy for individual stocks has always been, if you're not going to use it, or if you're not using it yourself, how do you expect others to? How do you expect it to be successful? This is motivated, and I do own Netflix stock, I own Google, I own Apple now, I own JP Morgan, mainly because I am big proponents of those companies. I use their products quite a lot, actually. But over time, I still feel like individual stocks are just play money at the end of the day. I have a special account, which is just my trading account. It's essentially play money. I do think individual stocks is essentially gambling. Most of my portfolio at this point is index funds, mainly tracking S&P 500. I would say most of my retirement is target fund, although I tend to heavily weight my Roth to more of the tracking the S&P, just to take advantage of the tax stuff. So you mentioned dividend investing. I never really got into it. I have a few, I have an ETF, which is high yield dividend growth fund. How did you get into it? Why? I never got into it because it was complicated from the tax. You'd have to recognize the tax as qualified dividends. Why do you feel like that's such a successful strategy for you, or why did you get into the movement? It's a movement which I never fully got into. I prefer just investing in growth stocks and kind of riding it out. But yeah, talk to me about your logic there.